Okay, this will be fun. Or not. Right, what are we doing here?
All publishing asked us to interview you.
Yes, they did.
Okay then. All right, go ahead.
We will now interview you.
Good. I will now be interviewed.
Where do you get your ideas from your book for your books?
Anywhere and everywhere. It could be like we're out and we say something funny and then I'll write it down. I keep a notebook with me everywhere. Theoretically, I do. I come back and write it. I've got a little notebook and I keep all my notes in there and then I turn them into something. So just anywhere and everywhere.
How do you interweave the characters' stories? Do you know when you start?
How many questions you ask me at once?
How do you interweave the character stories? Do you know when you start to write how everyone fits together, or is it something that develops as you write?
Okay, good question, Chloe. I make a plan, so I know whenever I stop, I know where I'm going next. So if it's the start, if I end on end of a chapter, I kind of know where the next chapter is going to go. So I do make a plan. Is that what the question was? It's something like that.
Yeah, is it something that develops?
Yeah, it develops as we go along, but I do know where the end. I know that when I start a chapter, I know how the chapter ends, so I know where I'm heading.
Like on a bus.
A lot like on a bus. When I get on the bus, I know where the bus is heading. Very much like a bus.
Yes.
As a child, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I always wanted glamour and fame, and when I was young, I wanted to be an estate agent. I did want to be an estate agent.
Known for being the most glamorous job in the world.
Yeah, I thought it would be glamorous, and I managed to live that dream for a short while. I was an estate agent, and I wasn't a very good estate agent because I didn't sell any houses, but I did get to experience that glamour and that lifestyle, but it wasn't for me. And I moved into working in television, which was not nearly as glamorous, but it was better fit for me.
You needed to tone down the glamour a bit.
Yeah.
What do you think makes a good story?
Well, first of all, you need good characters. Good, fun, interesting characters that are relatable. Then you need a good beginning, middle and end. I think you need the hook, whether it's comedy or the thriller or the horror or whatever genre it is. Why did you laugh when I say genre? Isn't that how you pronounce it?
What is your writing space like?
To be honest with you, now we're in kind of lockdown. You've taken over one room. Your mother's taken over my writing space. So
I took over your second writing space, your backup writing space.
Yeah, my backup writing space, Chloe took over. I can't get you to do any work. You're in your room. So it's wherever, I mean, literally a corner of the room somewhere on the floor. Next question.
What was one of your most surprising things that you learned in creating your books?
I found some interesting things out, you know? About the Romans, which you'll find in the first book, about Henry VIII and various other people in the second book. It's nice, actually, because whenever I pick an idea, and I try and stick to stuff you're learning, your age groups are learning, not your age group, your age group. I don't understand anything your age group, but your age group and what you've learned. So I go online and I find out some interesting things and I want to share them.
What kind of research do you do, and how long do you spend researching before beginning a book?
3 to 4 minutes. No, I once I pick my subject, I try and find out as many interesting things as I can, and then I'll write them down and think, can I turn that into something? But the problem is, it has to relate to what Ted does in school.
Yeah.
So I remember you said to me recently, I think it was you said to me, what about the dinosaurs? But what can Ted possibly learn from the dinosaurs that he could take back with him to real life?
Caveman language.
Nothing. There's nothing there. So I have to go through and research quite heavily to find those things that relate to something that would happen to Ted in school.
We have a quick fire.
A quick fire round. How exciting. It's like a game. Go.
Do you prefer breaking the fourth wall or being naturalistic?
Breaking the fourth wall. I don't like breaking the fourth wall. I do like breaking the fourth wall. I do, and I'll tell you why. Seriously, because I liked it when I was growing up, reading comics, and I liked it when the reader spoke. You won't know this. You never read the comics I read. Any 80s people, Whizzer and Chips and Buster and Beano and Dandy and all those. Every time they broke the fourth wall, and I like that because it was coming from me, and I like it when books talk directly to me. So that's why I brought it into Ted, because I do like, and I added another element. I think I broke the fifth wall in the book I'm writing at the moment. I didn't know if that was possible.
I don't even know that.
I don't think there's a thing. I've invented it. You'll have to wait and see what it means, but I did
You
it.
should let Google know, so when they type in define fifth wall, it comes up with your definition.
That's a great idea. Quickly do that.
Okay.
Favourite job you've ever had?
The favourite job I've ever had is not the estate agency era. I think it was perhaps when I first started in television, and I worked for a company called Planet 24, and it just did the coolest TV shows, like The Big Breakfast and The Word and Hotel Babylon and things like that. And it was my first experience in TV, and I loved it. And the day I managed to convince them to let me in the writer's room so I could write an episode of The Big Breakfast was always a career highlight for me.
You read it.
Favourite character from Ted?
My favourite character is someone that you haven't seen yet or read yet, and that's the dinner lady. She's great. I'm thoroughly enjoying writing. She's a new character. She comes in. There's new characters in book 2. There's new characters in book 3, and there'll be new characters in book 4. So excited! But the dinner lady is my favourite. You have to wait and see what she does, but I love writing her lines.
Okay, I've got a question.
Go on then. We're here in an interview. It's perfect.
Say Ted's full name.
You knew I can't do that.
You wrote it.
Oh, why would you do that to me? There's a reason, and I'll explain this reason. I've only ever written his full name once because I cut and paste it because I don't want to get it wrong. So there is a reason why, and everyone asks me, okay, here we go. But you won't know if it's wrong.
I know it.
You know it. Okay. Terry, Jerry, Perry.
No.
What is it?
Terry, Barry, Larry.
Terry, Barry, Larry, Gary, Harry, Jerry, Perry, Lenny, Benny, Julie Jones.
Tommy.
That's not bad. I got most of it right.
Okay. That was it then.
Oh, that's been lovely talking to you. Oh,
Have a safe drive home.
Very nice to meet you. And
Have a safe drive home.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Bye bye.